Dome Sports Talk worldwide with the news from the world of boxing. So y'all know what time it is. Ain't in a rush to get concussed. Now, man, we were talking about it. 2017. It's gonna go down as one of them legendary years in boxing. It just keeps hitting us one great fight after another one, and even the ones that are under the radar are really good. It's a lot of good fights. Now, here's some news for y'all in the heavyweight division. WBC heavyweight champion Deontay Wilder, undefeated heavyweight champion, 38-0 with 37 knockouts, is in talks to fight with Louis, the real King Kong Ortiz, also undefeated and Cuban. And I told you, when you hear those words undefeated and Cuban in one sentence, you better be careful if you're talking about boxing, right? This is nothing less than spectacular. Just for them being in negotiations, I think it's a good thing for a whole lot of reasons, right? For a whole lot of reasons. We talk about a couple of them right now. We ain't gonna talk about them all. These are just my first thoughts of hearing it. It's a glorious day. Let these guys talk. They're talking about having it in Barclays Center about November the 4th. That's a long time away. Things can happen, but they're trying to make it happen. And this is good because Deontay Wilder had a mandatory or has a mandatory and remains Stavern, right? Who, is really not worthy of that position without fighting somebody. But in Stavern's defense, again, he was at least in Moscow ready to fight Povetkin, and the dope thing popped off and he had to turn around. So that's a fight from his perspective, his standpoint, and I understand that. You have a training camp, you over there in Moscow and find out at the last minute. It's a fight, but still some kind of eliminator or something would be in play here. You're hearing that he's going to get some step aside money, which was at least some type of compensation, and let Wilder take something this dangerous in Louis Ortiz. Because since Wilder tried to unify the division with WBO champ Joseph Parker, that fight is not happening for some reason. Some things are going on there. I might get Joseph Parker extra video with that, but that fight can't happen, right? He has a mandatory and Huey Fury. Cool. So if you can't unify or do something like that, then take something like Louis the real King Kong Ortiz, which is the most dangerous fighter out there that don't have a title. And you can put the both dudes with the title too. He's right up there in terms of most dangerous and avoid it. And everyone in the know knows Louis Ortiz is dangerous. So for Deontay Wilder to take that fight, either one of these guys come out of this fight, their reputation is enhanced. And I'm talking about exponentially. All right? Straight up, this is something very important for the heavyweight division. You got the other two guys, and Joshua and Klitschko may be fighting again. So this is the perfect fight. And it's a huge fight. And, it's a 50-50 fight. All right? We'll get to that later when it gets closer to it. Seeing the mindsets, injuries can happen up until now. But you had the fact that Louis Ortiz was going to jump in for his fight before Deontay Wilder fought Gerald Washington. And on short notice, he was ready to get down. Deontay coming off of that bad injury with the bicep and his hand. I'm not going to just get on and fight Louis Ortiz like that, and that's just the way that goes. His right arm was even smaller than the other one. So, that's the grow. He had to test it. And testing against a big old 6'5", 6'6" Gerald Washington, 250 pounds, chisel, wasn't easy anyway. Try to make it look that way, but we'll see what Gerald Washington does with Jarrell Miller. But that's another thing. But Deontay Wilder versus Louis Ortiz is another huge fight that's a possibility of happening in 2017. This year is booming. And listen, let's do this too. Deontay Wilder taking fights like this, trying to fight Povetkin, right? Stuff like that. Trying to fight other guys, big dope. Trying to do things, trying to unify. Ain't nobody he hasn't called out, right? The man is what you want to see in a champ or someone who considers themselves to be a champ. There's no ducking here, right? It's a good thing to see. This is a great example of it where it's right in your face and there's no denying it. That's pretty good. Like I'm gonna say again, I think Deontay Wilder, with what he has done up until now, is worthy of a movie, and it'll be a real good one. I know I'm repeating myself, but some people don't know. I'm gonna say it again. Deontay Wilder, what he has done up until now, is worthy of a movie, and it will be a darn good one. Doing Sports Talk Worldwide, and I'm about here.